Welcome back to Axis Anime. My name is Henshin Ikeda, and today I'll be doing a walkthrough review of Ixion Saga Dimension Transfer Episode 19. And if you remember from last episode, we found out Kone's actually helping Icarlet out with her rituals. So he came, he saw, but he didn't conquer, surprisingly. Now moving on past that, we do find out Dukakis is also in Jungle Burg, and he's trying to screw up Kone in each one of his rituals. Good luck with that, because as soon as we see Dukakis and his men jump in, they screw it up every single time, and Kone doesn't even notice. In fact, Dukakis ends up helping Kone with one of his rituals. Yeah, he was supposed to use the ashes from the fire in order to make like a painting of some sort on the ground, and Dukakis was watching in the bushes. He's like, you know what? No, I can't stand this. He's a perfectionist, so he actually is helping Kone. I'm like, what? This is for a bad guy, he really sucks at it. So we're taking to a different scene toward the end of the episode with Dukakis, and he finds out Kone is doing the Domino Ritual. Yeah, with dominoes. And you have to have a certain amount of dominoes from the previous wedding of the Jungle Burg Lord, so you have to have like one more domino. So I thought it was definitely worth mentioning. So Dukakis' main plan, in general, is to buy out Jungle Burg's domino supply. Which sounds really freaking ridiculous. So we're taking to a different little cutscene in Jungle Burg, the little city, and we see Dukakis and his men trying to buy out everyone with their dominoes, and they're broke, they're penniless, but they managed to find a black market domino dealer, and they're trying to haggle the price, and Kone and Miranda show up out of nowhere, and like, no, we need him, ironically. So Kone jumps and he's like, okay, Dukakis, you want it, Miranda, you want it, tug of war, go. And it looks like they're just tugging on the domino black market guy, and we see a little bloodshed, but no one really wins. But we see Miranda fall on top of Dukakis, and Dukakis fall on Miranda, and they're grabbing each other by the genitals. Yeah, Miranda notices he doesn't have balls, and Dukakis knows that Miranda has balls, and they're blushing, and again, that's where the episode ends. And all my final thought and rating at the end of the clips, so stay tuned. But let's dive right on in. So we open up this episode. Apparently, it's the 14th ritual. Yeah, shit you not. What happened to, 13th, 12, 11? We don't even know what the hell they are. But we're on the 14th ritual, so bear with me. 14th ritual. And it's the eye drop from the second floor ritual. Yeah, and it's in an arena. Does that even make sense? Who the hell comes up with a ritual like that? Seriously. So we see Icarlet, she's all the way up on the second floor, and she's dropping a little, eye drop, and it lands on Kone. He's like... And that's the ritual. Come on, that was hilarious. So it was definitely very awkward to see that. But after the 14th ritual, we get to see Icarlet after they leave the arena. And guess what? Her Cowlick has returned. If you forget what the Cowlick is on her, every single time she has a Cowlick come up on her head, she gets a little crazy kind of. If she has all three up, she becomes like a monster. And I can't wait to see what's going to happen. So we're taken to a different scene with Kone and everyone else. And they actually decide, you know what? You have to get rid of this Cowlick, so they visit a karaoke bar. Yeah, and this was Icarlet's, she wanted to go there. It's like, okay, so we're going to go to this karaoke bar, and we're going to calm Icarlet down. I thought, okay, this can't be good. So we're taken to a little cutscene inside of the karaoke bar, or a little private room. And we see Kone, he's like opening up the cabinets, and we see, I thought this was kind of funny, 5 little midgets, like little gnomes, inside of what appears to be a cabinet. And they have all these musical instruments. I'm like, what the hell? I was like, come on. And he just pretends not to notice. How could you miss that? Little gnomes that are walking around playing instruments. That's just fucked up. So we're taking to a different scene with Icarlet, and guess what? Her second Cowlick pops up, and it's about to rise, just about to rise, and everyone panics. I thought, oh, come on. So we're taking to a different scene with Miranda, and she just you know what? She orders drinks, I need drinks. And she's talking to the owner, she's like, I don't care if you don't have it. Get it. In a manly voice. I'm like, come on. Then she over orders food. She's like, we need this food. You don't have it? Get it. She's using her manly voice to force this owner to get stuff he doesn't even sell, just to please Icarlet, to stop her from getting that second Cowlick. I thought it was definitely worth mentioning, but to each their own. I would have done anything to get rid of that Cowlick as well. But we're taken to a different scene with Sanglion, and all I can say is he stops Kone and tells him not to let Icarlet try to sing at all, because Icarlet wants to sing. He's like, no, don't let her sing. Apparently we do a little flashback. Last time Icarlet tried to sing in a karaoke bar, she sang for 72 hours non-stop. Yeah, everything went wrong. I'm like, yeah, it was all fucked. The story was fucked up in this flashback. Apparently she sang for 72 hours. The music stopped, she kept singing. Apparently she destroy the building of some sort, and I can't really explain it. It's like, come on, that doesn't happen, but I guess with her, it happens. Like, don't go karaokeing with her, please don't. So we're taking to a different scene with Miranda, and actually she's gonna do karaoke. She jumps up and she starts, you know, doing karaoke in general. I'm like, okay, cool. And Icarlet actually picks out, I guess she picks out the music. I'm like, okay. And Cone pulls BS continuously on this shit. I thought it was funny. So we're taking to a different scene with Sanglion, and he's actually up next, and he's singing about cats. Cats. This is Sanglion. He's karaokeing about cats. I think I like Miranda just a little better, just because it annoyed me. So we're taking to a different scene with Miranda, and I can't really describe it, but she's just like, go for a Cone. We need your help. She points to the tambourines, like, Sanglion's killing it. Go for the tambourines. Seriously, Cone with the tambourines. Come on. So we're taking to a different scene. Guess what? Dukakis is in the same spot. He's in the same karaoke bar. So we're taking to a small little scene with Dukakis and his men. And again, Dukakis is trying to karaoke, but his men are not letting him because they're all drunk. They keep taking the karaoke, like, the mic away from him, or in this case, the little remote control. So I thought that was definitely worth mentioning. However, Verasian is up. Yeah, Verasian is the first one to start karaokeing. Good God, that guy is amazing. He can sing. I know. I mean, if I was in the crowd, I'd be applauding him. Now we're taking to a different cutscene with Sanglion, and guess what? He is still up. He is still singing. And Icarlet notices a scoring system that's in the room. Like, you can score people on how they sing. And you know, Sanglion just finishes, so he doesn't really get a score. So we're taking to a different scene with Pet. So Pet is up, and Icarlet basically wants Pet to sing, you know. And if you lose, we're gonna make stew out of you. You know, if you don't get enough points, we're gonna make stew out of you. And I'm like, squirrel stew? That doesn't sound appetizing unless you're a redneck, a really deep redneck that eats that kind of stuff. And I'm like, and Pet can talk, so like, I could never see myself eating someone that could talk like that. No. Plain simple, no. So we're taking to a different scene with Pet, and he's kind of singing. I mean, no, he's singing in general, and he receives 8 score points. But he is kind of amazing. I loved how he was singing, in my opinion. He was great, and he got 8 points, so he saves himself. It looks like he's, or something along those lines, but it looks like he's about to be eaten regardless. I really didn't know what was up. I mean, I thought he had enough points, but it looks like, you know, something was going to happen. But just before we get to see anything, we're taking to a different scene with KT, back with Dukakis, and KT starts to karaoke, and is bad. KT sucks, because KT is completely freaking drunk, so, yeah, ooh, hurts your ears. You start listening to this person? No. And then Dukakis, he still cannot do karaoke. No one's letting him use the, the controller. They keep taking it from him. Like, duh, this is just funny. And all I can say is, yeah, they're stripping now. They're drunk. Literally, they go beyond so-and-so. I'm not going to describe it, but you know what I'm talking about. So we're taking to a different scene with Icarlet, and now she's karaokeing. And it's not bad, to be honest. She's actually pretty good. I mean, just putting that out there. So we're taking to a different scene with Dukakis the next day. Yeah, and he's about to sing, and guess what? Nope. They're closing. So this one, he's actually able to sing, they start to close. I thought it was definitely worth mentioning. Now, of course, we're taking two different scenes with Icarlet. What I can say is this is the next day, and she has no more Cowlicks. They're gone. So the karaoke thing definitely worked. I thought that was a funny scene in my opinion. But at least she doesn't have a Cowlick anymore. Now, if you weren't paying attention, you go beyond that while the credits are still going, and we get to see Dukakis start to sing. He actually gets to sing in the credits at the karaoke bar, and he's pretty good, in my opinion. He's not that bad. And then we get to see Cone. He also sings. And again, Cone, again, this is in the credits. He sings pretty good too, and I loved hearing him. But again, that's where the episode ends. As for my final thoughts, okay, this was a filler episode, plain and simple. Filler freaking episode, but it was a hilarious one still, regardless. All I can say is, first of all, what's going to be the next ritual? Because we're on the 14th ritual. What's the 15th one going to be? And if you remember, the 18th ritual has to do with Elvidia, which is what Cone is actually looking forward to knowing more about. So I can't wait to see when that's going to happen. Now, moving on past that, where is Lord Jungleberg? What is he doing? And is he going to try to stop this rituals? I mean, he obviously doesn't want to get married for whatever reason. So what is he up to? But again, that ends it for my final thoughts. As per my rating, 3.5 out of 5. kind of stumbled on that because I was going to give this a 4, kind of. But I'm being serious because we did not get any new information, none whatsoever. This was a filler. There was no fighting, just singing, ironically, just singing. So I have to give this a 3.5 out of 5. So final rating, 3.5 out of 5. But again, that ends it for my walkthrough review of Ixion Saga Dimension Transfer episode 19. Definitely comment down below, let me know, thumbs up, thumbs down, definitely subscribe, check me out on Twitter, and follow me if you like. But let me know what you think of this episode, and let me know what you think's going to happen in the next episode that's coming out. But again, guys, that ends it for now, and I gotta hit the bricks, and I gotta go. Before I go, I gotta say it, and I always say it. You ready? You can't stop the access, but you can watch the feed. I'll see you later, guys.